The first lesson is about the propositions. What is propositions? And how can you differ between propositions and non-propositions? In this lesson, I'll teach you the skill to do that. The first session is propositions and propositional variables. You can see both pictures on the left and on the right, and read statement on that. The picture on the left is Phan Xipang is the highest mountains in Vietnam, and the second statement is pi square is less than 9.86. On the picture on the right is I'm so tired, and what time is it? Can you realize what is different between two kinds of statement? Statement on the picture on the right, and statement of the picture on to the left, and you can read the conclusion. The sentences on the left are statements assumed to be either true or false. That means when you read statement, you can know it's right or it's wrong, right? And I prove for you. Phan Xipang is the highest mountain in Vietnam. You can find it on the internet, very easy. Oh, the highest mountain in Vietnam, located in the northwest regions in Vietnam, and standing at 10,312 feet. Phan Xipang is the highest mountain in Vietnam. So the first statement is right. And second statement, pi square is less than 9.86. You can see as you calculator and do it, pi multiple pi equal 9.696. So that is the pi square is less than 9.86 is wrong, because pi square, the pi square, okay, equal 9.869, right? It's maybe greater than 9 point comma, point 86. So this is wrong, right? While though on the right cannot be assumed to be either true or false. That means you can know it's true or false. It depends on a lot of elements. For example, I'm so tired. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's true. I don't know, and I'm sure you don't know too, right? And what time is this? It's the same. We don't know. And though on the left are propositions, while though on the right are not. And this is our conclusions about propositions. Its propositions must be either true or false, either or. That means this one or another one. And propositions cannot be both true or false. Its propositions can simultaneously be true or false, right? And give some example of propositions and non-propositions. you can see a lot of propositions in mathematical or in the line, on the line. For example, the sun is bigger than the earth. Is this is a proposition, and the true propositions, right? And another propositions is the grass is green is a true proposition. True propositions, you know, three is less than 2 is propositions, but 4 propositions, because 3 cannot be less than 2, right? And non-propositions is a loss. You can see, for example, the weather is hot is a non-proposition, because it just your feeling, or this dish is so delicious. It's a non-proposition, you know, because it depends on your feeling, your statement. And second sessions, we have to learn about the propositional variables. What is variables? If you don't understand the variable is, you can use a fourth dictionary. A fourth learning dictionary is the best dictionaries I recommend to you, and you can see variables often changing, likely to change, right? For example, variable temperatures. Of course, the temperature is change every time. Sometimes it's 30 Celsius degrees, sometimes it's 25, and it depends on the place you are living, right? And variable, propositional variable. What that mean? Read something. Let's consider the sentences. N is divisible by 3. It's the firstly, it's not a proposition, because we cannot know exactly is it right or wrong, because it depends on the n, and with average value of variable n, we have the different result. For example, if n equal 4, then 4 is divisible by 3, and E is a 4 propositions. If n then 15, if n is equal 15, then 15 is divisible by 3, and it's a true proposition. So we call n is divisible by 3 is propositional variables, right? Okay, and which is another propositional variables. N 2 plus n equal 5. Let us consider similarly like above propositional variables. We see that for each value of an integer n, we get propositions. For example, integer n can include the negative natural number like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Or the negative number like -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. And it includes 0 to 0 number. So this is integers. And you can see, for example, if we come back to our propositional variables, if n equal 1, then if n equal 1, then you can see our integer, our propositional variable is 2 plus n equal 5, and if n equal 1, we have n plus 2 plus 1 equal 5 is a false propositional variables. It's for propositions because you see n 2 plus 1 is equal 3, not 5, and if n equal 3, then we have 2 plus 3 equal 5, and this is the true propositions. Quite easy. 2 plus 3 equal 5. It is true. And the exercise for you, consider the statement x is greater than 3, find two real values of x, so that from the given sentences we get 1 true propositions and 1 false propositions.